This new section is your thoughts, your feedback, and your questions answered. That's the new name for now.
Well, think of it like a points of view for previews.
So what we're gonna do is, I put one out last night and the size account put one out, but always in the YouTube comment section, put them in there because that'll be our first port of call. And we'll try and go through as many questions as we can. I'm not gonna answer any questions around the 7th city because we've had about 300 questions about that.
Yeah, and I do remember in the Joburg previews, we did say we weren't gonna talk about it until we get near it again. So
I will confirm it's coming.
Yeah.
So don't worry about that.
And it's not a brown Dublin.
There's a few questions about brown Dublin.
It's not that. Well,
where does that come from?
I don't know. I think it's just one of the people chatting and trying to, I could understand for you a lot, you want to see it, and it's frustrating for you, but it's definitely not a brown Dublin.
We've had lots of questions around the size 550s. We will do a feature on them in one of the next preview videos. I don't know if we actually mentioned it at the previous event, but there's actually a full apparel collection that sits with it. So we have 574, a 550, and a full apparel collection. That'll be around May, hopefully. Lots of questions on Jura. Jura will hopefully be, we're going to launch the OG as Jura first. That'll be March, and then the other two will follow in pretty quick succession afterwards. I'm looking for a belt. Any suggestions? It depends like what kind of belt you're after. I need more context if we're going to do, we can do like style tips. What you plan on wearing it with? What's the kind of vibe? We need more information than that.
That's a good feature to be fair, mate. We can just do a styling kind of piece.
Yeah.
We're like Trini and Susanna with this, do this, like stylists.
I like the fact that all the stylists you could have gone with, you went with them too.
Oh, got one. Who else is there?
A Mega Flame when? Within the next 3 months, hopefully.
You'll know soon when it's coming. You'll know soon enough.
When are the Lost Ones trim stars dropping for this year? So as you know, Mark Evans one, that will be coming later this year. There's actually going to be a few more under the guise of Lost Ones again this year. They'll be starting probably around July, September time.
Yeah. And they're a bit more lost, these ones, I would say.
Definitely.
They're a bit more lost. And we've seen the Mark Evans one, we've got a first sample of that, and it's looking really, really good in it.
Yeah, definitely. Will you be continuing the AS series? Really good question. So last time we touched upon, there was AS230, which was navy base. There's AS240, which is black base.
Yeah.
There's AS250, which is white base. That's all I'm going to say.
And there might be another one as well on top of that.
What exclusive Puma Terrace style models can we expect? Palermo's on its way, I'll say that.
Palermo, and then there's another massive one back end of the year that we can't really mention because we don't want to blow its cover yet, but it's a really big one for us.
What I will say on Palermo is there's something so special, like really special.
We can hint, where's Palermo in the world? Like, where is it, and what does that place represent? That's a kind of clue, isn't it? Without giving too much away.
No, you're not there. Stuart Swanson, will we see any more presses this year? Went a bit under the radar so far. They did 100%, and there's some absolute bangers coming this year.
There's one worldie I'm thinking of. I don't know, you're probably thinking of the same one. Well, there's a couple actually, but there's an absolute worldie this year.
There's some really good prestos coming this year. Really good prestos coming. Lots more about the 7th, which we can't. Lots more on the. Where's the brown Dublin coming from? Can anyone tell us where's the? Someone started a rumour of a brown Dublin.
I reckon someone just put it out there, just to see how it circulates. But it just shows how quick the news spreads.
Can you please release the Shanghai samples from Joe? It's a good question, Joe, and one we've explored numerous times, to be honest with you. It's a difficult one because we don't want to devalue or dilute what we did in 2020. Obviously, it was really special. The journey was amazing. And to do another one so soon would almost not take away from it, because I don't think we ever could do that, but it would dilute the story a little bit. It could come in the future, potentially, but we're not planning it for this year especially, and not for the next year either. So potentially in the future, potentially down the line, but for now, it's not planned in there. What was your favourite drop of 2020?
Are we talking overall brand, or do we just take the City Series out of it? Do we take City Series out of it so that's not part of it?
So what was your favourite non-City Series?
Size exclusive drop, are we saying? Max 95's up there, definitely. I think that's a big one, it's got a low wear. And then classics by size for me. I know it seemed it kind of was a bit, went under the radar a little bit. And it was
but that's like the purist's choice.
Yeah, I really like that drop. Obviously things like Kit Kat Cock and that were big for us, and then we have the Puma bits we did. John Amos shoe was really good. I mean, City Series was something else because it was so personal. to me and you, and it meant a lot to us because we'd spent so much time working on it and building that thing. But across the year, we've had so many great shoes.
The two ZXs were actually massive.
Yes,
because they
well.
both had the size logo on them, and not many Adidas projects have that. So for me, that was a massive moment to actually see that.
Without giving too much away, for this year,
Yeah.
what's your favourite? Because we're still working on stuff for the back end of the year.
Yeah.
But at the moment, what's
That's
your
been
favourite?
revealed.
No, I mean like that's
Okay.
not been revealed.
There's one shoe in the Lost Ones that is very special. But that one shoe is a special one.
Yeah, the Adidas one with the apparel brand, for me, that's probably just pipping it at the moment.
They're incredible. When we saw the samples arrived at the office last week, and I'm not sample side, so a lot of times when I get a sample, obviously we review it aesthetically and we look at it. I'd love, like, this is the first I got it and I was like, I need to wear this shoe. Like, genuinely going home, like, thinking of things to wear that shoe with.
Yeah, I remember we got the pitch, because we get the pictures, we got a WhatsApp group with the guys from Addin. We got the pictures sent through, and I literally spent, I think we got on a Friday, and I literally spent an hour or so just going back to this picture. And we kind of beer in my hand looking at the picture.
They're unbelievable. Materials, everything, story. We can't really say much more, but absolute bangers.
Bangalangers.